Hello everyone, welcome you all in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mohammad Sirajul Faizi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, LS College, Muzaffarpur. Today in this video, I am going to explain about single crystal XRD. I have already uploaded two videos and discussed the basic of crystals. In this video, I can expand more about single crystal XRD. So look at this. What is this? This is a crystal, single crystal. Then X-rays, you will get the diffraction pattern. This is the diffraction pattern. And then change the phases, you will get the electron density map. You see the density, electron density map. Then fitting, you will get the atomic model. So X-ray you will do with the help of machine. From here to here you can define bits. So look at here, diffraction pattern. This is the diffraction pattern. If your crystal after mounting looking like that, means you have good crystals. If this high intense peak is not appeared during mounting the crystals, then people thinking this crystals is not good, means not diffracting it. And this one is the beam, you can see here. So high intensity white peak is very important for the crystallographer. Now we will discuss about data collection and processing. Select and mount the crystals. First you select, then mount the crystal. Center the crystal to the center of the goniometer. Circle instrument maintenance. Goniometer circle, it is a part of instruments. Collect several images. Index the diffraction spots. This is the diffraction spots. Refine the cell parameter A, B, C, D, alpha, beta, gamma. Check for higher metric symmetry, means if you have the symmetry, means you have triclinic, then go to the higher. Determine data collection strategy and collect data. Reduce the data by applying background, profile, spot shape, Lorentz, polarization and scaling corrections. Polarization correction, Lorentz correction. About Lorentz corrections I already discussed in previous video. Polarizations, scaling. Determine the precise cell parameter. Collect appropriate information for an absorption corrections. Index the phases of the crystals. A highly redundant set of data is sufficient for an empirical absorption corrections. You need the empirical absorption correction. Apply an absorption correction to the data. So come to the basic points. We will discuss about the basic of single crystal diffractions of X-ray. You see, this is the molybdenum, K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell, O shell. This is very basic chemistry. And the electron is here. So fast electrons, if you remove here to here. So this is the reasons, you know, this is, what is this? The spectrum, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwave, radio wave. So here is the X-ray. So note the non-SI unit, angstrom is normally used. 1 angstrom is equal to 10⁻⁻10 meter. You know this principal quantum number, n is equal to 1, K level, n is equal to 2, L level, n is equal to 3, M level. This is the basic chemistry. L to K transition produce K alpha emissions. L to K transition. M to K transition, K beta emissions. And M to L transitions, L alpha emissions. So there are several energy level in the LMN level. So there are in fact K alpha 1, this K alpha 1 and K alpha 2 peaks which are very close to one another in energy. You see what is the K alpha? L to K. K is level n is equal to 1, L is equal to L, n is equal to 2. So each element has its own characteristic X-ray spectrum. Each element. You see, this is energy lambda. Lambda will go this side energy and lambda will go this side. You know the energy and wavelength in opposite relationship, and this one is the intensity. For copper, the characteristic wavelength are copper K alpha 1, K alpha 2, K beta. What is K beta? M to K, K beta. What is K alpha? L to K, and K alpha 1, K alpha 2, K alpha 2. And this is 1.5, 1.5, 1.3 in angstrom. For molybdenum, they are molybdenum K alpha 1, molybdenum K alpha 2, molybdenum K beta. You can see 0.70, 0.71, 0.63. We use the molybdenum K alpha, molybdenum K alpha average radiation. Lambda is equal to 0.71073 angstrom. That one is important. So, single crystal diffraction of X-ray. A large potential energy 50 kilovolt is put between the tungsten filament, this tungsten filament, and a metal target, anode, molybdenum. This is the X-ray is coming. This is a filament focusing. This is vacuum. Electron ejected from the filament. This is the electron ejected filament. Ionize the electron from target materials. When these electrons drop back into the vacated energy level, they give off energy partially in the form of electromagnetic radiations and a lot of heat. The tube is water cooled. A lot of heat, that's why all the time there is a need the chiller, water cooling. And this is the your kilovolt. Different metal target emit X-rays of different wavelength. You seen this one? Copper is different. Molybdenum K alpha is different. Beryllium windows, toxic do not touch, are relatively transparent to X-rays and let the X-rays escape the evacuated tube. So friends, single crystal diffraction of X-rays. Normally X-ray lab users must become authorized users because here heating effect need the chillers. If chiller is not working, then there is a problems. X-ray itself is dangerous. So maintenance of XRD room need the expert persons. These users wear badges that monitor any exposure to radiation, especially X-ray. This is federal regulation. Some general safety notes. Know the expected path of the main X-ray beam, where it is coming, where it is going. Always keep all parts of your body outside this path. Whenever possible, keep the safety doors to the instrument close. You see, these instruments should be closed. I will show you later. Most modern instruments are safeties in place that make it impossible for X-ray shutter to be open at the same time as the instrument door. No unauthorized person may defeat or override any safety features. Some extra safety notes concerning to our single crystal diffraction of X-rays. There is a serious hazard association with the possible electrical shocks because you need the high power. The X-ray generator is highly regulated DC power supply that operate an applied voltage of 50 kilovolt and 30 to 40 mA. This may vary with the instrument and operator. So this is the instruments, single crystal X-ray. Light up when shutter is open. This one, you see this the sign of X-ray. Molybdenum X-ray tube. This is the molybdenum X-ray tube. Graphite monochromator. This is graphite monochromator. This here is your sample, single crystal. Beam stop. This is the beam stop. You see it is in the front of your graphite monochromator. Collimator alternates X-ray beam diameter This is your goniometer, and this is the CCD detector. So friend, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel and share it. Thanks for watching.